All right, so I figured I'll jump in and do a recording. I'm finally upgrading. I'm sorry, guys. Welcome to DJC Custom Woodworks, and welcome to a Mitersaw upgrade. So I have a rigid with the arms, the articulating arms, and I have this is the old dust chute, and what I'm trying to do is just get better at dust collection and keeping it kind of more enclosed here. So I ordered the Shop Nation dust chute, and I've heard mixed things about it, and I am hoping that those were just kind of like one-off instances. So what I'm going to do here is upgrade. Man, this is already kind of, man. All right. Upgrade this here, and I want you guys to see, so we can actually, let me flip sides here, get a little bit of better light. Upgrade here. So you guys, and it's pretty straightforward. There are two screws at the very back here. You screw out. Now it tells you to leave the saw blade in. Do not take the saw blade out. So please be very careful with that, so that you don't have any kind of incidences. And then all you do is reuse those same screws you took out. They go in back into it there. So what is that? I got some. Maybe not that. Is it this one? I thought I had a longer one. Oh, guess not. Anyway, so I'm just gonna use the same screws that I took out to put back in. Trying to see how I want to get them going. So what let me back you guys up just a bit. So what I've heard, and this is just again what I've heard. I don't know if it's everyone, but you have to be very careful with these because it can cause a issue if you're not careful with what you're cutting, to where if a piece of wood goes, or a piece of wood that's too large for the area goes up in there. Okay. Piece of wood that's too large for area that goes up in there, it can pretty much just destroy it. So I'm trying to get this freaking screw in here. I feel like it would be easier for me to do it this way than not, if that makes sense. A little bit more chilly than I thought it was going to be today. So what this is, they sent me the wrong rubber piece that goes in here, because I was like, man, this isn't making sense. And I reached out to them. They sent the correct one. Took a few days to get it right, but finally got it together here. All right, so now right. So I have to be able to get this fucker in there. You know what's crazy about this? I'm sure there's an easier way to do it. Okay, I just want to get it started. There's one. This is when having magnetic tip on screwdrivers comes into play. All right, there's two. Now again, it says leave the blade on there. It should go. So what I usually do is I'll tighten this up so it doesn't. And to hold this up, all you use is just the tool that it comes. Shit. The tool it comes with. To try to tighten it as best as you can. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. But all right. So now, oh fuck. Leave the blade on. This is the only thing. And make sure you unplug your saw when you're doing this, because you know what? I'm trying to figure out how did I get it to stay up there before. Because I used to be able to get this up here. Oh, there it is. I'm like, I know I used to be able to get it up here. There it is, sorry. So there's a screw. Hold on. I'll show you guys. There's a screw right here. That's what I would usually. I was like, I know it's a screw. It wasn't this one. Like, where's that screw at that I would screw out to get it to hold this up? That's that screw right there, right? And it'll hold it up for you while you do what you have to do. All right. Now, the part here is to, again, it says leave the blade on. You have to leave the blade on and then screw it back up in there. Jesus. Put the blade on and screw it. The first time I did it, I took the blade out. And I was like, how the fuck do you get this thing to stay up here? Like, I was so lost with how are you supposed to get it to stay up here while you screw it back into place. I had another screwdriver that fit better to find. Damn it. I know I do. I know for a fact I do. Hold on. I know doggone well I have a longer Phillips. Maybe I don't. I could have swore I did. I could have swore I had a longer. No. Let's see, because it's still loose. All right. I don't think my other one was that loose. I'm trying to remember. I know I had a longer screwdriver. This one isn't. It's too. Dang it. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. What I don't like. So see. Now here's the thing. So you can't have those there because it gets in the way. So therefore, I don't think it's tight enough. All right, guys, stay with me here. We're going to get this figured out. I don't get why I can't take the blade out and do it. I feel like I should be able to take the blade out and do it. Why can't I? No. Again, the instructions told me I couldn't. It said to leave the blade in. Oh, yeah, you can't. All right, guess I can't take the blade out. Yeah, so you really can't. Really can't take the blade out. So you gotta just make it do what it do. Um, all right. All right, so now I just gotta figure out how to tighten up these damn screws that are back there. Maybe this one's. Maybe this one is. Get my face away from me some fucking blade. There we go. That's got a lot better. Okay. A little dangerous, but we got it on. All right. Now, these here, and I'm not going to show the before because people who have a Mitersaw, you know how it goes when it comes to the blades here. Then this is supposed to go in there. All right. Goes in all the way around. And then you screw these in. All right. So now screw these in. Bring it over to the side. Now that we got that part in, the little screw things here. Okay, there's one. Okay. Mine just been sitting in my garage for like 3 months. Okay, and one more, we will be done. All right, now garbage and garbage and garbage. I'm gonna get rid of this. Should I? Yeah. Okay. Now we got everything we need. And now for this one, I'm going to do a test cut just to see. Ooh, those are cold. Um, let's see. Is it better? Oh, that's much better. Oh, that is. Yeah, that's 9 day difference. And I'm sorry about the saw and the noise, but that's 9 day difference. Oh, all right. That is so much better. Speaking, why? All right, sorry. I'm like doing stuff and I'm seeing stuff. I'm like, okay, I need to move this back a little bit. Um, but that is 9 day difference. Night and day difference. That's one of those things where I was like, yeah. I was kind of like, I'm now on the fence about it. Now I'm like, yep, I am so glad I spent the money for that. Yeah, that is so much better. So much better. Um, yeah, that's so much better. And again, keep in mind if you Jesus Christ, if you have these, you're going to have to leave them open because or get them right as close as you would like to, because it's going to take up space, right? So you have to leave those open, because it's gonna that width. But that's yeah, a lot better. I don't even know if I even need the enclosure now because of how much better it is. I mean the enclosure, I mean the front faces on it, because that is so much better. It's all right. Well, there you have. Oh, there we go. Switch over here. All right. Well, there you have it. A lot better. So much better. I got extra. I got one extra sleeve in here, so in case something happens with that one, I have an extra one, which is nice. So cool. Again, that's the Shop Nation Dust Collection attachment upgrade. So I think it's definitely worth the money. 100% worth the money. So again, when you order it, if you have this rigid saw with articulating arms, leave the blade on and install it. Don't take the blade off, because you take the blade off, you can't get the blade back on once you install it. So leave the blade on, cut your power, whatever it may be, so that way you don't accidentally hit, your finger slips and hit the trigger, God forbid. Install it and get a long enough screwdriver to get up in there and screw it in. As you saw before, when I was doing it, it had like that give to it, like it was coming forward. Make sure you get it as tight as you can. Don't want to overly tighten it, because this is just, you know, plastic. So you don't want to overly tighten it, but tighten it enough. But yeah, definitely worth the upgrade. And it for sure sucks that dust right into it. So much better. Look forward to using it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have an awesome day. DJC Woodworks. Talk to you guys soon.